Hey everyone, welcome to Where Mighty Things. Here is episode number 5 being recorded on April 6th. My name is Dustin and I am your host. Folks, Where Mighty Things is a podcast dedicated to the Roosevelt's brand and the people who love them. I'm joined by one of my amazing insider friends, John. Hey John, welcome back. Episode number 5. Can you believe it? 5 already.
We did it 5 episodes and we haven't killed each other yet.
No. It helps having an entire continent between us, of course. But
that's true. But you know what? I am going to be seeing you, and I'm really excited about that.
That's right. You are going to be seeing me. Why is that, John?
Because we are going to D23, baby.
That's right. D23. Yes, exactly. We worked it out. First trip to California, correct?
First ever trip to California. and look, I mean, I want people to know it wouldn't have happened without you. So very appreciative of you.
You're welcome.
And yeah, so first ever trip to California, and I am really, really excited for D23. I mean, my first D23, my first time in California, my first everything, going to see Disneyland, going to see, I'm making a list of all the things that I want to see in California. If you have any tips or tricks or things that I need to see or try while I'm there, I mean, I want people to reach out to me. So any locals, tell me where the best spots are. Cause I'm in. I'm there to go see it and hang out and party and let's go.
It's going to be a great time. I'm going to tell you, John, in SoCal, they put French fries on the burritos, baby, and you just need to go with it.
Oh, I'm in. Let's try it, man. I'm not questioning nothing. Let's go. As long as you don't put pineapple on your pizza, I'm good.
You don't like pineapple on pizza?
No.
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 Let me tell you, as a pizza snob, why most people probably don't like pineapple on pizza. There's 3 reasons. 1, they put too big of a chunk. They just take the chunk right out of the can and throw it on there. That's too much water. It just makes everything soupy and goopy, right?
Yeah, that's
2, they need to drain the pineapple, and then they need to use it extremely sparingly. If I made you a pie that had used those 3 things in addition to other good ingredients, good sauce, good cheese, good dough, I think you could try it and go, okay, under certain circumstances, pineapple can be used as a pizza topping.
Do you make a good pizza? Do you make pizza at home?
During college, I used to be a delivery driver, and I blew out my car. I ruined the transmission, but I still needed a job because I didn't have any money to fix the car. So I went to the guy and I was like, I can't drive tonight. He's like, well, get in the kitchen. And I ended up being there for the rest of the years that I was in college. So I got quite good at making pizza. So yes,
wow.
I can make the dough. I can make sauce.
We can't do that in a hotel room, but I mean, I'd love to.
Yeah. I mean, when I make it, it's you can make it lots of. I can make pizza on the grill. I can make it in a gas oven.
I would love to try
cold oven.
I would be down for that.
One of these days we can make that happen because I definitely have had a lot of experience and I love doing that. In fact, one of these things, I had this idea of getting a little tiny pizza shop one day and not having too many tables, not trying to sell massive amounts of pizza, just having a cool place that cool people could come, hang out, have a slice.
Am I included?
Of course. You are. Anyone who's been listening to us, you have to have listened to all 5 episodes in order to qualify, of course. So
of course.
Get on that back catalog if you're finding us for the first time.
Oh my God, that's so cool. I had no clue about that. I didn't know that about you. That's really cool. I love as this podcast goes on, we get to learn more about one another.
Yeah.
And, we get to learn about the shirts and talk about the shirts, and that's cool. But we also get to learn more about one another, and I like that.
Me too. Speaking of shirts, what are you wearing this week?
Ooh, I am wearing the Disney Villains Neon Nightmare hoodie. I love this. I especially love the pink drawstrings. This is really cool. A lot of people don't know this. I really wish I had this. But there was a pool party in July and in Jersey, thrown on by Gates Counselor and Sean Bach. I forget the name of the place that they throw it at. Sean Bach owns it or has some sort of stake in it or whatever. Sean's a great guy. Gates is a great guy. Both great people. They throw this epic pool party and they're throwing another one in July. And so HQ came through with a whole bunch of stuff. And there is a Neon Nightmare hat out there somewhere. Someone has it. Someone has it. And I'm really upset that it hasn't come out yet. And they had everything lined up and we were able to pick out what we wanted. We did a raffle thing as to who goes first and whatnot. And I had promised Tatiana, I promised Tatiana and Lennon. There was an exclusive bucket hat there that hadn't come out yet. It's only available in Mexico. So I had told her if I can get it, I'm I'll get it for you. I'll send it out.
Right.
And so instead of picking out the Neon Nightmare hat, which I would have really loved, I picked out the bucket hat and sent it out to her. Because I was thinking I'll just buy the hat when it came out. The hat hasn't come out yet.
Oh my gosh.
There is a Neon Nightmare hat, though, that exists, and I'm really hoping that Roosevelt's dropped it. And if somebody has a picture of it from that day, I'd really appreciate it.
Okay. So Neon Nightmare, and this is a hoodie too on top
This
of it.
This is the hoodie, yes.
Yeah, looks good, my guy.
You know me and my hoodies. In fact, I bought 4 hoodies this past week.
Oh,
I'm waiting for them to come, but yeah, I bought 4 hoodies this past week. Because why not? What are you wearing today, my friend?
Well, today is the first night of WrestleMania, and so I'm wearing Deep Thoughts, which I think was a shirt of the week on one of the previous episodes.
It was.
This is one of my favorite. Macho Man, just kind of sitting on the dock of the bay, thinking about life, thinking about his life choices. You know, you got to wonder, what's he thinking about? Just celebrating WrestleMania today. You know, you saw that there was actually an exclusive shirt that they dropped at WrestleMania. You could only get it in Philly.
I heard it's going like crazy.
Yeah.
I heard, because you never know with these kind of things. This isn't like a Roosevelt's event. This is this WWE store. If I'm calling it the wrong thing, I know they have like a name for it, WWE Experience or whatever. I know it's not just a store. It's not just like a little merch store. It's a huge. It's like they're holding it like in like a place that you would have like an event in.
Right.
With so many different sections and whatnot. So you really kind of don't know what's going to go grab, and how many people who are buying it are actually insiders or actually know what's up, or just like the look of it and whatnot. But from what we're seeing on insiders is that the exclusive is going very quick. Looks like they did restock it today. I don't know if it's going to be restocked every day. If they're just putting things out, but it was restocked today, but also just went super, super quick, and especially in those bigger sizes.
Yeah.
I think it's a great shirt. It's definitely a love letter to Philly. In addition to being a WWE shirt, is without a doubt a love letter to Philly, and that's kind of what I like. That's kind of the style that if you're a Philly native and like you're proud to be in Philly, and I think that's a great freaking shirt for you.
Yeah, you've got Ben Franklin doing like the Macho Man elbow drop kind of pose. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, you have the Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah,
the bald eagle.
Bald eagle, exactly. Yeah.
I have the New York Pier 13 meetup shirt.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And that was my first, so I'm a proud New Yorker. Like, I love New York. I love living in New York. I love everything that New York has to offer. So when I first joined BST, when I finally got into BST, and just as well as I do, you're screwed. Your wallet is screwed the second you join BST.
Yeah.
That is truly, thankfully, when I first joined BST, we didn't have See Mighty Things. So it was, but even then, it's like, you really have to go through the website to scroll through and see the back catalog and whatnot. BST is a great place just to see whatever people are posting. So you're going to see things from all over the place at any given time. So you really don't know like what you're going to see the next day. So when I first joined BST and I saw that Pier 13 shirt, I was like, I gotta have that. I'm like, that's a shirt for me. I'm like, and that was the first whale that I bought before I even knew that was a whale. And I still have it today. I'm never selling that one because that is that shirt is me to a T. Like I love that shirt. And so I kind of compare that to that. It's definitely a love letter to New York. This is a love letter to Philly.
What's shaking otherwise, John?
Well, I experienced an earthquake.
What? On the East Coast?
On the East Coast, we had an earthquake. And that was scary. I was at work at the time. I work at a pharmacy. I won't go into all the details because my job is very boring. I have a very boring job. I'm a fun person that has a very boring job, and that sucks.
You're probably bringing everybody else's day up, though. Think about the role that you play and helping those people.
I don't think anybody cares. I tell drug addicts to get the hell out and that they can't have their oxycodone 5 days early. That's what I do. That's
all right.
Yeah, that's also, if you need a wheelchair, that's me as well. Con Ed is actually doing a bunch of work right now at the building next door, like literally right next door. So at first we thought it was them. We thought they did something. And then went outside, and then all of a sudden everybody had somebody in Jersey text me, somebody in Manhattan text me, and everybody was kind of like, oh my God, we just experienced an earthquake, because that was scary. The whole building was shaking. We could not believe. Yeah, but you get these regularly, right? You get earthquakes.
Yeah, not at that level.
Not regularly. Not a 4.8. Oh, that's like rare for you?
So, well, yeah, a 4.8 would not be a super regular one, but I don't want to scare anybody, but if you go on the U.S. Geological Association, most of the people that are listening to this are from the U.S., and you look at the recordings of seismic activity, which means significant energy released that it registered on probes that the Geological Association has put all around the country. Hundreds, if not thousands, of tremors a day. And
Wow.
out here, there's dozens every day, and most of them don't amount to much. You don't feel them. But just this morning, there was one that came through, and I was telling you before we came on the air. It was like if you've ever been at the beach and you're out in the water and you're bobbing, and the wave comes and it doesn't crash on you; it just kind of picks you up. That was what my building did earlier today. It was like this wave came through, and you're just like, whoa, and then the water was past, and it was over. It didn't like shake. It just went romp. I call those rollers. I don't know if there's a better name for it, but those are rollers to me.
And that doesn't freak you out at all?
No, I mean, it used to. When I left Florida, everybody was like, "Well, you got hurricanes and gators in Florida." I'm like, "Yeah, but you usually got a pretty good idea about a week ahead of time in Florida if there's going to be a hurricane, and you can risk it and stay, or you can just get on the road and drive north, and most of the time you'll be fine." Earthquakes, you don't get any warning. So
No.
now I'm just kind of used to it. And yeah, most of the smaller ones, I don't even notice. And it takes something of fair significance. 4.8 definitely would have noticed. Like when things shake and rattle for a little while, you definitely notice that. But you just pause and then you go about your day. Let me tell you one of the most interesting and spooky ones that I have been through though. So have you ever like stepped in mud or like you put your heel in mud and then you turn it and you feel like the ground go whack underneath your
Oh yeah, sure.
So one time I was in Japan for work. This was like 6 years ago. And the building did this. The building was like your heel went like this, and it felt like the building went roar.
Dude.
Everybody just paused. And there was like this beat. And then it just went back to normal. Like, oh, I guess it's not bad. That was actually a little scary. I was like, why are we all okay with this?
Oh my God, no! Oh God, I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
It wasn't that just so it's clear, this isn't some Matrix stuff like where the building went like rung itself around. It just felt like that feeling when you step somewhere and you turn your heel and like kind of dig it out. That's what felt like the building did. Like.
Yeah.
So yeah, very strange. Yeah.
Did you see the pictures of the guy in New York selling the T-shirts the same day?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, these are like your guys with the umbrellas.
Yes!
They're like superheroes. They're on the spot, man.
They're selling it the same day. That's amazing.
We got to get shirts.
God bless this city is what I'm saying. God bless.
The hustle is strong, man.
The hustle is strong, baby. Just a guy with a printing press. He just printed out and there's a line out the door for it. I love it.
Yeah, but the thing is, you've got to. What was his slogan? What was his thing? I survived.
Yeah, I survived the the New York City earthquake. I mean, had a picture of the globe and today's date. That was it.
Okay. Yeah. I did see that. I was just trying to imagine. You've got to make a call really fast when you want to make a shirt like that because you just got to go. You're just like, what's it going to say? What's it going to say? And, I don't expect people on the East Coast to have a whole bunch of earthquake jokes in their back pocket that they can go, I've just been waiting to use the earthquake puns,
No, of course not.
Like I threw at you, like, hey, John, what's shaking? Like that kind of stuff. You just got to pick it and go. And we got to make 30 shirts and see if we can sell them for $20 a piece,
Right. I mean, but that's what I love about this city, baby. Speaking of the city, I was actually in the city this morning. I had lunch with Josh Blum.
The insider Josh
Blum.
Yes,
insider Josh Blum from Florida, who flew in for a Peloton class, which, by the way, he just did his Peloton class. There's a clip he just posted on Insiders. He's wearing little Kunu on the Peloton class. Like I guess they do like the classes on the TV. He's one of the Peloton riders. Flew in from New York to be in there. He's wearing little Kunu while doing it, and they shouted out the shirt. The instructor, who I don't know his name because I don't use Peloton, and the instructor shouted out the little Kunu shirt that he's wearing.
Wow!
So really happy for him. Josh is a great guy. We had a nice little lunch at the diner close by, and that was really cool. That was a lot of fun. So really happy to have met up with him.
Wow! Yeah. So I saw some people posting in some of the more exercise themed Roosevelt adjacent groups. And I did see somebody say that they missed Josh's class, but I didn't realize so many people were riding Peloton. I mean, I kind of figured out that there were a bunch, but no, I didn't put the pieces of the story together. And I thought all those people were professionals. Like when you have people riding in the background or an exercise class, I just thought they were all pros. Cause what happens if What happens if you're doing the thing, but you just like blow a gasket or you just lose it and you stop pedaling?
That's when you change the camera angle.
Oh, yeah. And you, oh, yeah, I guess you have multiple cameras and just
switch multiple cameras and there's a 30-second delay, and there you go.
I see. Yeah.
Hey, just change the camera. We're going to go from here now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You got it. Yeah. I was just like, man, I feel so much pressure to like, all right, everyone out of the saddle. And I'm like, I got nothing left. I gave at the office. Oh, my gosh. It could be crazy.
But we're super grateful to have met up with him. So
yeah,
that was awesome.
Super cool. Was this before or after the workout?
No, before.
So you could have created a Technicolor explosion if you took him to the wrong place.
Yeah, pretty much.
He could have been puking in the middle of this ride.
Oh, look, we went to a diner, and New York City diners have everything on the menu. I'm like, so, he got something nice and light. So
okay, yeah, that's what I would.
Yeah, he got something nice and light at the diner, and we had a good time. We had a good chat, and it was just a great time to hang out with him.
I'm glad you got to do that. I'm glad he didn't hurl chunks, and I'm also glad that he didn't have to deal with any falling off the bike or things like that.
I agree with you. I'm happy about that too. But why don't you say we should probably get into this week's in Roosevelt's?
I think we should, but I just want to say something's different here.
Something's different here?
Something's different. Like I'm looking. I mean,
is it my eyes?
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe you got some guy liner. Are you rocking the guy liner? Is that what's going on here?
No guy liner.
No. Oh, there's faces.
Oh, there's faces on the wall.
There's faces on the wall. What's that all about?
So last week on the podcast, I had stated that I want people on my wall. I'm going to find a better way to do this.
Wait, I can't see who it is. So if I say that, are you unhappy? Are these people unattractive? Is that
no. These people are very attractive.
Okay,
they're all amazing.
Okay.
But especially Kyle. I don't know if you can see Kyle's picture right there. I'm going to send it to you right there.
I only know it's Kyle because you're saying it's Kyle. I can't tell for sure.
Actually, I'm going to send it to you real quick. I want you to react.
You want my reaction?
I do. I want your reaction.
Show me the Kyle. Oh my.
So that's Kyle. So that's Kyle right there. Kyle sent in a little thirst trap for me. Really appreciate that. It's probably my favorite picture. I love.
He's also rocking these Jordans too.
He is. Dude, Kyle's the man. Kyle is
matching Jordans. Let me comment there. Let me give a guy his flowers.
Matching Jordans. He's got the whole tux going on. And remember, Kyle's the one who got the backpack as well. We have Ariane, we have Ben, we have John. So we got a whole bunch of insiders here, and I'm really happy that you guys sent this out. I'm gonna find a way to make this better because I put this up and it's good for right now, but we're gonna find a way to make it better. I want to make it look really nice and really good, and I want to get the whole wall filled up. So if you want your picture on here, just send me a message on Facebook. And I will put your picture on the wall. It's simple as that. My lovely co-host, though, didn't send me a picture. Just FYI.
Oh.
Yeah, I was a little surprised. Out of all the people who did send me pictures, my co-host did not send me a picture. I don't know. What's that about?
Well, look, I wanted to really be the top thirst trap, so I was trying to schedule getting some butt implants so that I could really put a juicy photo on that wall.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't quite ready yet, so I'll get it to you for the next time. Okay, I'll get you for next time.
I hope you do. I want to add you to the wall. Any other insider who wants the picture up, please just send me a message with the picture that you want. I'll print it up, and that's it. You'll be on the wall. And it's as simple as that.
It looks great. And even though I can't see the individual faces, I know you can, and that's the most important thing.
I can. Yeah, we got to find a way to make this better for everybody, so everybody can see themselves, and we're gonna find a way to make it better. I promise you, we're gonna figure it out, people.
And what's the best shirt that anybody's wearing of the photos that they sent? Because I'm sure people would have made some really keen choices here.
I mean, my favorite shirt is the Mosh shirt. I mean, I love the original Mosh.
New York Mosh.
Yeah, the Cosworth. I mean, these are all phenomenal shirts. There's nothing wrong with any one of these shirts. I mean, Ariane's wearing the Wall Creeps. Ben is wearing the Seattle Floral. What's your favorite shirt? I mean,
favorite shirt of all time?
Favorite shirt. There's Wall Creeps, Seattle Floral, Wonka, It's a Trap, Drawn to Life, Bluey. That is Orlando Floral, New York City Mosh.
Oh, easy.
Harper's Hearts, and that is I don't know what that's the Canada Floral, I believe.
The Toronto
The
or
Toronto
Calgary?
floral. I believe that's the
Calgary.
Calgary. I believe that's the Calgary floral. I'm not 100% sure.
Of that list, it's easy. Until there's a San Francisco floral, Orlando floral will be my favorite.
I need that San Francisco shirt. I regret not buying. That's a beautiful one. I need that San Francisco shirt.
Yeah,
that's a great floral. I'm a sucker for purple. Obviously.
You mean LA? That you want the
LA? Yeah. See, I can't keep track of all this, Dustin.
Well, think of it this way: LA is to San Francisco as Jersey is to Manhattan.
Did you see, I want to say it was the New York Post, their article about the earthquake? They put in, it's such a horrible thing for Jersey. They put in something along the lines of like, there was an earthquake located in between New York City and Philadelphia. Jersey gets no love.
That may be the best elbow drop. Yeah,
right. Exactly. I couldn't believe
I didn't see the headline, but I saw somebody complaining about it on Instagram. So
right, exactly. I was like, oh, look at that. I think it was New York Post, but I don't know for sure.
The great state of New Jersey is between Philly and New York, my friends. Love it.
It's like when everyone performs at MetLife Stadium. They're always saying it's New York, but it's really in Jersey. It's really.
Where do the Jets play? The Jets play in East Rutherford, New Jersey. They're not the New York Jets. Come on. We know what's up. And for that fact, San Francisco 49ers do not play in San Francisco. They play in Santa Clara. It's like 30 miles away, which was as far as Disney was from my house when I lived in Orlando. All these places are claiming like lineage of whichever is beneficial to their marketing and promotion. But they're that's funny. So let's get on with the drops today.
Let's get on with the drops, baby. We got a lot of shirts to talk about.
There's a lot of shirts.
We are changing up a little bit the way we are talking about the drops.
So taking feedback, we've gotten a lot of great feedback. And of course, you guys can always send us a message, wearablefandom@gmail.com. You can drop us a message on our Facebook page.
We read it all.
Wear Mighty Things. And we're eager, or you can just reach out to John and I directly. But we're eager to get your feedback. And some folks did give feedback, and we really appreciated that. And so what we've decided to do is we're going to each highlight a shirt or an item from a drop, and then we're going to see if we agree on what the best shirt of that drop was. So we'll cover 2 shirts, and then we'll call the best shirt of the drop. And we're going to get that started with the Looney Tunes collection. Yeah, so what do you got on Looney Tunes?
Are you a big Looney Tunes guy?
Yeah, man, I love it's slapstick comedy, any type of physical comedy, which is pretty much what Looney Tunes is all about. That's my jam. So I'm all about it.
Yeah, it wasn't something I necessarily really grew up with. Are they still making new Looney Tunes shows? I know
yeah, but like the original voices for Bugs and Daffy and
are long gone.
All those guys, all those guys are long gone. But yeah, of course they're still producing stuff. But
with AI, you don't even need them, right?
Yeah, that's true. They could synthesize it. Mel Blanc. Mel Blanc was one of the famous voices, so they could get him in there.
It's so scary. My uncle just opened up a coffee and cocktail place in Manhattan.
Okay.
I went over there to stop there this morning to check it out. He just opened up a couple of days ago. So there's all this art on the walls. Really nice, beautiful art. AI made the art. AI made the art, and they had it printed up in Germany and framed and whatnot.
Wow, that's crazy.
But there's no actual artist. It was all made by AI. I don't know the name of the AI program, but
Midjourney.
Yes, that was it. Yes, that was it.
DALL-E. There are a couple of prominent ones.
Yeah,
right?
Midjourney. No, definitely.
Midjourney is the one.
Yeah, Midjourney is the one, 100%. And the art looks beautiful. It looks amazing. But the fact that it wasn't made by I'm like, this wasn't made by a person. That scares me, dude.
Yeah, there are some pretty amazing insiders who are incredible artists. I want you to next time when somebody tells you that they made AI and it has a person, look at the hands and the feet.
Yeah,
because they tend to be really bad at those. Sometimes actually actual artists are bad at drawing feet. Some people, you can tell comic book artists that don't like to draw feet because they never have feet. But one of the things I've noticed with Midjourney is hot dog fingers. Fingers and hands always get really weird and strange when you use generative AI to create them. So yeah, look for hot dog fingers when somebody tells you I made this with Midjourney, because it's always good for a laugh.
But you know what? I think that's going to get a lot lot really soon. But I think it's faster than we know. Because this shit's scary. I don't know.
Yeah, we could do.
It's coming for you.
We could do another podcast on it. So I'm living in the world of AI out here on the West Coast, especially in Silicon Valley.
Oh,
And
I'm sure.
we've got cars that drive around by themselves here. It's an
Oh,
everyday
God.
occurrence, literally an everyday occurrence. So
Have you been in a car that drives itself?
no, I don't want to sign up for the other services, but I could if I wanted to get into a Waymo.
Well, I didn't know if there's like an Uber like service.
Yeah, you can totally book them like Uber or Lyft. And if I want to go to the airport, I can jump in a Waymo and it'll take me to the airport.
Oh, that's scary.
And yeah, I don't know if it's scary. I'm not super worried about it, but we should do a show all about AI so we can talk about that and get a lot of questions from people. But I'm not worried. I'm not worried. There are some things that are going to happen as a result of AI, but let's save that for another show and let's dig in here to these Looney Tunes. What was your best shirt you want to highlight? What's your highlight shirt?
All right, so my highlight shirt for me is the Tunes and Melodies. I love me a good mashup shirt, and this has all your favorite characters on it. And for me, I think it's a really good eye catcher. I like the colors on it. It's a little bit of a different color, but like it's I like those. I like it. I like it. I like a good mashup shirt. It's got some really nice colors on it. And for me, Tunes and Melodies, like that's my highlight shirt.
Yeah, man. Great. And it has a matched pocket, which is always awesome.
Yes, always like a matching pocket.
Yeah, matching pocket is not a given. And women's cuts for Tunes and Melodies. So that was great. I loved the Duck Amuck shirt, which is not normally a shirt that I would be the one to call out, but it's got really good close-ups of Daffy's face on a black field.
It does, yeah.
It's quite fun. There's enough variation that it's not obvious that the pattern's repeating. So you see just a bunch of different Daffy faces.
That's a great shirt if you're walking around Six Flags. I mean, that's a good shirt if you're walking around Six Flags.
Yeah.
And it's got, it's a tux, and I'm always a sucker for a tux. I love me a good tux.
Tux and a ladies cut for all of these. In fact, all of that drop had them. What was the best shirt of the drop?
I mean, for me, it's Tunes and Melodies. I mean, I don't know, but what do you think?
Yeah, Tunes and Melodies for sure. Not only the color, but the distribution of patterns and the characters that you normally wouldn't expect to see on a shirt. They got Michigan J Frog is on here.
Wow.
Do you know that guy?
Nope.
If you scroll down to the lower right of below the pocket and you see the little frog with the top hat.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I do see that.
He's the WB frog too. That's where they use him. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime girl.
Okay. All right.
Anyways, that character's name is Michigan J Frog, and he's cool. He's cool people. You would not expect to see a character like that on a shirt. So I agree with you. Tunes and Melodies, star of the Looney Tunes drop. Great drop. A lot of fun.
Next one we have is the Spring Collection.
Yes, the Spring Travel Collection.
Yes.
Man.
What are your thoughts, man? What did you like?
I've got to go with South Pacific. I thought all of these looked great, but South Pacific, which was the preview, the one that the takeover on the app
screen,
and the page, comes with a tux that has a really gorgeous sort of teal drawstring on it. And it of course sold out.
Yeah, completely sold out in every size. I mean, unbelievable. I mean, that's a phenomenal shirt. I mean, that's for me, as much as I love South Pacific, for me, I love the colors on Tahiti. I think
Tahiti's cool, man.
Tahiti is really nice. Gives me some of that. Gives me the vibes of that 80s retro shirt.
Vintage Vice is what you're thinking.
Yes. It gives me vibes of that. And I'm a sucker. Like, I love purple. It's like kind of like pinkish purple. I'm a sucker for that kind of color, and I think that's a great design in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a good call.
But the winner, I mean, clearly has got to hand it over to South Pacific.
Yeah, I think South Pacific, not only because of the sellout, but because it came in a tux. It's got volcanoes, my guy. Volcanoes.
How can you go wrong with volcanoes?
I think the winner absolutely is South Pacific for sure.
So.
I didn't get it either.
Oh, you didn't get it? Oh.
No. I was 5 minutes late, and 5 minutes is enough when it comes to popular drops.
Yep. You know what? That's true. You're right. You got to be on the ball. You're right.
Yeah, for sure.
We got the Marvel 85th anniversary drop.
Yeah, baby.
I gotta say, as much as I love the Marvel movies, I was never that big of a fan of most of the Marvel shirts that Roosevelt's come out with. That being said, I think this is probably their best collection of Marvel shirts that I've seen. I'm very pleased with this 85th anniversary collection.
I heard a lot of people excited about the class of 97, which is, great if you love the X-Men 97
Which
series.
that one also sold out.
Yeah, that one sold out pretty fast.
Yes. I mean, great collection. I mean, this is, there's definitely things to be said about every shirt in this collection. I think they did a fine job with it. But for me, the shirt I want to highlight has got to be the Spider versus Symbiote. That's a John shirt. I mean, that is an extremely busy shirt that definitely deserves to be worn and loved. It's black and white, and then you got that nice red highlight throughout it, and that that to me really speaks and that really shines. So that's the one I pick. What about you?
Well, on the Spider versus Symbiote, I really love that there's actually speech bubbles, text bubbles where they're talking on the front. That's definitely something. I had such a hard time choosing. I went to go with the thing that actually didn't drop, John, and that is the established 1939 limited edition reversible bomber. I felt like I was covering a couple of bases there. So it's got the 85th anniversary cover on the dark side with a big giant Marvel logo on the back. And then if you flip it inverted, it's basically got the box top heroes in a little bit of a faded or filtered sort of view.
It's a great bomber shirt. It's a great bomber jacket. I love it. It's not quite out just yet, but I think you'll be ordering it as soon as it is out.
Yeah, for sure. It says it's limited edition too, so that's going to mean I need to be online right when it happens.
Right, you need to be. And with this stuff that comes out soon, they don't typically let you know in advance. You got to sign up for that email notification. That's the best thing you can do. Sign up for the email notification, and you'll get a notice as soon as it comes out. I mean, also, I'm sure 15 people on Insiders will post it as soon as it does come out. We did get a T-shirt with this drop, and I'm always happy to see that because the tees are really soft and really nice. And you still haven't tried on your LA shirt, have you? Your San Diego shirt?
No,
you haven't.
No, I have not. And actually, now I have an Emerald City T-shirt as well. So
but that's different material. That's the older material.
Well, this is from this year, so hopefully it's the same.
Emerald City? Emerald City? No, it's not. That's from last year. There was no Conti this year. Okay. There hasn't been Conti since New York Comic Con.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess
that's going to be last year's, and it's going to be 100% cotton. The T-shirts that they're selling now, and the last San Diego and New York Comic Con shirts are tri-blend.
Oh, okay. So
that one you have is
collectible now.
That one you have is what they were testing out, but I think it's just 100% cotton. And those shirts are great. I have a bunch of them. I love them. But the tri-blend, what they're selling now, that's really where it's at. That's really the softness and quality. I like it a lot.
Maybe I just gotta pony up and just get in there.
I think you should try it on right now. That's just me, though.
I've got a show to do, John. Now, the next one is Emperor's New Groove. And of course, Emperor's New Groove was probably one of the top 15 requested properties that had shown up in the ideas thread. Are you a big fan of the original animated movie?
Oh, definitely. Emperor's New Groove is definitely one of the best Disney original films, and was really happy for this. Was definitely always hoping for this collection, and I'm really hoping for a Goofy movie. That's the other one that I'm really hoping for. But I am so happy that we finally got Emperor's New Groove, and I mean, I'm really happy with it. What was your highlight?
The Roper Kronk's Conundrum was amazing. It's just a fun, subtle, but deliberate statement about that character and the little devil and the angel Kronk on his shoulder. It's quite fun to see that. And man, I really loved it. Especially in the movie, I love the way that the two Kronks bicker with each other. And yeah, I love it. And of course, that one blew out the door. Again.
Oh yeah. what I love about that shirt is that if you looked on Insiders in the coming days when they announced this, people were requesting exactly that, a Roper that had that exact design. And right. I'm really happy that Roosevelt's got it right on the nose, and gave the people what they want. And I was really happy about that. I think they did a great job, and yeah, just really happy with that. But for me, though, my highlight, and I gotta say, this entire collection, amazing. If I had the money, I'd buy it all. But for me, it's Pull the Lever. I had to get it. I love it. It's a damn fine shirt. Reminds me a lot of the San Diego Alice in Wonderland shirt, which is not a bad thing. You know what I mean? That's not a bad thing a lot, but it does.
I like it.
It gives me those vibes. It's a very busy pattern, so obviously, that's me. That's me, baby.
This is one of the best scenes in the entire Emperor's New Groove movie.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's a classic scene.
Gizmo and Kronk just going down through, like, it's so funny. Like, it's a callback to so many movies and shows of goofy transitions before, but they just lean into it. It's a great shirt. If I've got to pick one, I've got to go with the Roper, to be honest. Kronk's Conundrum. Yeah. I think they nailed that one. Pull the Lever was great. And if you're trying to pick these up, unfortunately, right now, the time you'll hear this podcast, most of these are sold out.
These are all gone.
Yeah. Sold out in ladies' cuts as well.
Correct. Ladies' cuts sold out seconds. I think general consensus, the Roper was the winner amongst all insiders. I think for me, though, a good overall shirt, though, is Boom Baby. I think Boom Baby kind of gets it all done. I mean, it's a busy shirt. It's got a great pattern. It's got everybody on it. And that's a great, like, all-together shirt. And I don't know if that one got the love it really deserved. I think Boom Baby's a really good one.
Yeah, man.
I mean, but this whole drop was phenomenal. I have nothing negative to say about this whole drop.
A lot of fun with that one.
So now we got Wolverine.
Exactly. Yes, there was several.
And these were all breakfast balls. So all polos. And we also got a hat and a t-shirt as well. So Dustin, what do you think was the winner of the Wolverine drop?
All right. I got to be honest. There's some fun stuff here, but I am going with the Logan lid, the hat, first over the shirts.
And that's a great. Do you like the dad hat style like that? I mean, I know you're wearing one. You're wearing one right now, right? Is that the Adventure Time one?
This is I'm wearing the BMO hat right now, and I found out, actually, by the way, if you're wondering why is it called a dad hat?
Yeah, I don't know why it's called a dad hat.
I know the answer. The assembly of the hat is 5 sections of fabric that basically come together, and that's just referred in the fashion industry as a dad hat. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see, like, on this BMO, like, there's five pieces of fabric that are sewn together to make this snapback. I really love that Logan lid, the embroidery of Wolverine's face on the top, the color, the button on the top that you put on top of the fabric there, and the air holes, the vent holes. Very nice.
Are you a fan of these kinds of hats, like the flat brims? Like, do you like these?
Yeah. I've got to get the right one, like the one that looks good on me. That's the key. Like, I'm a hat
anything
guy.
Looks good on you, baby.
Thank you. The flat, though, I gotta find the flat. Like, my MLB hat is a flat one. It has a very slight curve on it.
Now, do you curve your hats though? Do you bend them?
It depends on the hat, but, like, if I got the hat you're wearing, I would not fold it. I would keep that one super flat the way you've got it.
That's the way I like it. I don't know why. Is that bad though?
No, it's just a choice. Like, this one.
Do I look like a douchebag? Is the question.
No, you don't look bad. No,
because I don't want to look like a douchebag. This is what I like.
No, I think it's just a choice, right? And I think it also matters. If you had you've got a blue under the bill here. Yeah. If there was, like, a strong design underneath that, as an example, then you'd want people to be able to see that. You wouldn't want to, like, necessarily mess that up.
Correct. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Up, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
no, I agree.
Some hats are intended to be, bent. Some hats should stay flat, and some are, of course, it's personal preference, but we gotta do a show just about hats, right?
We gotta do. There's a lot. I have a lot of Roosevelt hats.
So we got an AI hat, an AI hat. We got an AI episode. We got to talk about hats. We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
We got a lot of stuff coming up in the works. Yeah. Okay. Hey, this podcast is going full steam ahead. Like, let's go.
Yeah. So I'm going with the Logan lid. I didn't super duper love any of the shirts, to be honest.
Okay, that's fair. For me, I think I like the little Logans. I think for me, like, if you're gonna look at all those shirts, the one that I would buy, definitely the little Logans. I definitely like the little pattern going. I think it's a nice classy shirt too. I think you can wear that anywhere, and gets your approach apart. Gets your what am I trying to say, Dustin? Gets
your point across?
Get your point across as to what you love, but you can also look good in a nice environment, and I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Definitely not what I would call a John shirt, but
definitely not a John shirt. I wouldn't say necessarily any of these are a John shirt, but the Wolverine reminds me of, like, a Charlie Brown shirt, and I really hope we get a Charlie Brown collection. So, little known fact about me, I love Charlie Brown. I love the Charlie Brown.
I am a big Charlie Brown fan. Yeah.
I am all for a Charlie Brown collection. I hope that to me is like a dream license that I hope Roosevelt's gets.
I don't know if you can see this, and I'm hopefully not going to mess up the setup, but can you see this painting over here on the wall?
Look at that.
Have you ever heard of the game Apples to Apples?
I have heard of the game Apples to Apples.
Yeah, so the guy who is the illustrator on that game, and also how about a game called Munchkin?
That one I don't know.
Have you heard of a card game called Munchkin?
I don't know that, but I definitely know Apples to Apples.
The guy who draws those games is a guy named John Kovalik, and he also has a cartoon called the Dork Tower, and he's done a bunch of other fun, like sort of D&D centric things. He painted that. That's an original, and actually it combines two things that I really like a lot: Cthulhu and Charlie Brown. So it's literally Charlie Brown Cthulhu.
Wow, look at that!
In like
I
a
love that
little chibi kawaii kind of style.
Yeah.
So it's fun. Yeah, maybe I'll do a close up of that and put that in the episode here. But
definitely, that looks great. I love that.
All told, some pretty good drops. But did you happen to get your size correctly in the ones that you ordered this week?
Well, I have a few coming, and so I haven't received everything that I've ordered this week just yet. But we got to talk about the Bluey drop.
Bluey drop.
There was a Bluey drop on April 1st on Shop Disney. And with that came the restock of some of the original Bluey shirts that we've seen before in the past. But with that became the Bluey performance hoodie. And although I've never watched Bluey before in my life, I'm a sucker for the performance hoodies. You guys see that on me all the time. I'm always wearing performance hoodies. I love them. I'm sorry. I love them. So I went ahead and ordered the Bluey performance hoodie, and as we can see on Insiders, nobody got their correct size. Nobody got their correct size. Yeah, so I got mine, and it's a 2X, and that is not my size. And but thankfully, I said, so this is the advice I'm giving out to people. Do not return it to Shop Disney. If you want to return it to Shop Disney, that's fine. You can return it and get your money back. That's fine. Don't exchange with Shop Disney, though, because everyone got the wrong size. You don't know what you're going to get. There's no point, and I mean, I don't know how these things work. Maybe they'll go in and fix it if there's enough complaints. I don't know. But, I mean, will they actually go in, check all the bags, and redo everything? I mean, maybe. I think your best bet is to just eat the shipping costs, find somebody on Insiders, and trade with them. And that's exactly what I did, and I found somebody to trade with me on Insiders yesterday who had my size and needed mine. And that's it. He just shipped out mine today. I'm going to ship out his as well. And that's it. Find somebody to trade with if you can. If you really can't, then return it to Shop Disney. Maybe order a different size than what you ordered, and hopefully you'll get the correct one. Don't really know the advice on this. Hopefully Roosevelt finds a way to make this right, because clearly nobody got the right size. Something about this has to be done. But I did not get my correct size. And that sucks, but I'm happy I found somebody to trade with, so all is well in my world.
Yeah, well, somebody Bluey that one.
Yes, somebody. Was this an April Fool's Day prank? I mean, these did come out on April 1st.
Yeah, I had no idea, but I just was shocked that nobody got the right size. Look, I'm not on Insiders 24 hours a day reading everybody's posts. From what I've seen, What? What, you're not? There are some people looking at me like, John, you're on Insiders pretty often. Yeah. First like of every post. John.
Right, exactly. If you if you got the correct size, that's great. I did not. I would say there's a good percentage of people who did not receive enough where something should be done, in my opinion. With every drop you do see, I wouldn't say even with every drop. It does happen though on occasion where people don't get the correct size. It does happen a little bit more than it should. But I mean, humans make errors. Like, it happens. What are you going to do? And Roosevelt's is usually pretty good about making it right. I don't know what they plan on doing about this. I mean, I think we'll see that in the week to come. Since we really didn't know until like yesterday when people started receiving this orders. So we'll see what happens. I'm interested to see how they respond to this. I'm hoping they make it right though.
Yeah, I'm sure they will, and it's just so strange that it would get mixed up. Originally, when you said this drop happened on April 1st, I would have thought that would have been a great prank.
Right.
But yeah, it seems like this was not a prank at all.
Not a prank at all. No, people are a little annoyed. But look, it's okay. Look, just like I said, best thing you can do, try to find somebody on Insiders. I think somebody should make a spreadsheet as to who got what shirt and what size you need, and do like this mass trading thing. And look, yeah, you're gonna have to pay a little bit extra to ship your shirt out and whatnot. But I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the $5 that you're gonna spend, get your shirt, get your hoodie and call it a night. As far as I'm concerned, to not even have to think about this anymore.
Yeah. This was not the only strange thing that happened on April 1st.
No, it did not. You want to tell the people about it?
Well, the Roosevelts had advertised that something was coming, and they said this is a long time in the making. And all you saw was some feet and something that was kind of hanging around the feet, and it turned out to be a extremely long hoodie called the Grim Sleeper. And the Grim Sleeper had pockets,
yes,
but they're all the way down at your feet.
which, by the way, I mean, I think a couple. First of all, great prank. But I love that every year Roosevelt's has a little fun and does a little April Fool's Day prank. I like to see companies get involved in that. I feel like that was a thing we saw companies get involved with a long time ago. I feel like you don't see a lot of companies doing April Fool's Day pranks as much anymore. But I feel like I remember it a lot, like maybe 10 years ago. So I'm really happy that Roosevelt's still gets in on the fun and does that, because I love that. Second of all, I want to say I think this is great for people who have been begging for pockets on performance hoodies. The fact that we've seen it done now. I don't know how well it is, or how if it's feasible, but the fact that we've seen it now, it's been done, could mean in the future we might get pockets on performance hoodies. And I think that's a great sign for insiders.
Yeah, it's very interesting. As somebody who lives in a place that is perpetually 55 degrees, 9 to 10 months out of the year, I wear hoodies a lot. And so I have a lot of opinions about how the pockets get placed.
Right.
And if the pockets get placed the way that they were on the Grim Sleeper, it's not going to be good. Because what ends up happening is, if you're the kind of person that needs to use those pockets, your hands go in them, and every single time you're putting pressure against the stitching, and eventually the stitching starts to give. This is from a person who's got several hoodies that need to be retired because I just have worn them so much.
Can you take it to a tailor to fix?
You can, of course, you can fix it. But the point is, like, if the pockets are placed in different spaces, they can reduce the load and the amount of pressure that somebody, even if they're putting their hands in the pockets, is putting on them. So if you're wearing the performance hoodie in an athletic context and you just just going to need somewhere to put your hands and you just want to put them in front of you, that's fine. If you're actually doing it to keep your hands warm, I think it's going to be a little bit weird. You're the expert on performance hoodies. If you had a really thin pocket up front, maybe you put keys in it or something like that. But if your hands go in there, I have a feeling people are not going to be as happy as they think they are with that kind of a design.
It'll be interesting to see what we see happen going forward, though. I was hoping to get one. I mean, I know we both tried to order one. These were extremely limited demand. There was probably only about 10 of them, I imagine.
It was discounted. It was a normal price $1,000, and right. they had it going for $75. That's
very fair pricing. I mean, for what
very fair pricing.
And it's also interesting. They were all extra large.
Oh, that I did not know. There was just one size.
Apparently, yes. Apparently, they were all extra large. At least from what I've seen.
Oh wow!
At least that's what it says on the tag. I don't know if that's just a joke because it's extra long. You know what I mean? But the tags say extra large on it.
Wow, that's funny.
And the other thing that dropped was the Roosevelt's hangers.
Yes. Let's not get hung up on this topic. But,
Dustin is not happy with the hangers.
Oh, I don't want to go that far to say I'm not happy, but I just
he's just mad he didn't get one.
I thought the hangers were the April Fool's joke, to be honest. But then when I saw them, I was like, is that really the one I want? So I took the liberty of bringing one of my hangers that I used. And these are the ones I use for Roosevelt's. They're slim. They've got the easy to rotate hanger, the hook,
sure.
And they're plastic all across. And they've got a little knobby here if you need it for something, right? And of course, we got the crossbar. So I launder my shirts in a wash bag, and then I hang them dry. And so I didn't really feel like putting them on those hangers was the right thing I would want to do with my collection. So I'm not sure. Is that rubber that's on the edges or the side of those things?
I have a wooden hanger right here. So last year, do you know about the American Dream Mall? Do you know what the American Dream Mall is? Okay, so the American Dream Mall is this huge-ass mega mall in New Jersey. I mean, I'm talking huge. It is right next to MetLife Stadium. Like, they literally couldn't put it in a more congested area. And this mall has a bit of bad luck to it. It's changed owners like 4 or 5 times just throughout the process of building it, because it is so big and so large, and it's absolutely ridiculous, and it's going to shut down. The mall opened up like 10 days before COVID started.
Okay.
So the mall's got like it has a water park inside of it. It has an indoor ski slope. It has a whole Nickelodeon universe theme park with rides and roller coasters. And I mean, it's literally like as if they took like me, as long as they took me after having like 20 apple martinis and was like, John, design a mall. And like literally on the roof of the mall, there's a Ferris wheel. You go on the roof of the look up a picture of the American Dream Mall. It is on crack, and it's 30 minutes away from my house.
Wow.
Thing is, it's real. I can't believe this place is real. But the thing is just so massive. It's not making any money. You can't make any, especially in a way that malls are dying. Like, it can't make any money. How are you going to make any money with that? In addition, it has all that. Plus, obviously, it has the retail and food and whatnot. It's so huge, though. It's stupid. So anyway, Roosevelt's had a presence there. Inside the Nickelodeon Universe theme park, they had their own Roosevelt stand in there.
Okay.
So they were selling shirts in there, and I would go there every week, every other weekend, and do pickups for people. And at one time, the guy working there was like, hey, do you want to just keep the hanger? And I was like, yeah, these are not cheap hangers. Wooden hangers are not cheap. So these are the actual hangers that Roosevelt's was using, and it does have the rubber ends on it, which I don't really know what you would use that for. But
I think it's just friction. Like if you've got a strap for a dress, you know, I'm trying to imagine if you needed something to just make sure the hanger, it's a non-slip, basically. It's for not, so it doesn't slip. It's time for community shout outs.
A couple of things I want to shout out. Number one, I want to thank you, Dustin, as mentioned before earlier in the podcast. Sincerely, you're helping me out a lot with helping me get to D23. And like I said, this is my first time going to California. I mean, I love Disney. I mean, so being able to not only see D23, but see Disneyland, which is right across the street. Because if I'm in California, I got to see Disneyland. So I am super excited, to finally experience this, and really appreciate your help with helping me get there. So definitely want to shout out to you with that, all sincere, in all seriousness, because it's going to be a great time, and I'm super excited to hang out with you and the rest of the insiders and see what Roosevelt has to offer for D23. I do have to shout out a listener, though. One of my favorite listeners, John Peter Calcanes, and his wife, Alexis, sent me a little present in the mail this past weekend. Really appreciative. I told you earlier in the episode, there's a reason why I'm wearing this Disney Neon Nightmare hoodie. So John collects sneakers and reached out to me, checked to make sure that I have this design, and then sent me these pair. I didn't even know this existed, but sent me out this pair of Adidas.
Okay.
That matches the Neon Nightmare to a T.
Oh, look at those.
I don't know if you can tell.
Those are gorgeous.
Right. Sent me these, and these are beautiful. And I am so freaking blessed that he decided to send me. They're my size. They're perfect. They weren't cheap.
Wow.
So blown away by this. Really, really, really grateful and blessed that he decided to send me out a pair of these. And so I really just want to shout out him and his wife Alexis for doing that for me. John not only is a great insider, he's also coming on the cruise, so I can't wait to party with him there.
Nice.
But John is also a tattoo artist out in Long Island at a place called Cliff's Tattoo.
Nice.
And so he's running a great deal over there right now that if you go there and buy a tattoo at full price, he'll give you another tattoo at full price. So, really great deal. But no, he's
same day only, right?
Same day. So, he's begging for me to get tattooed. And honestly, he came up with some Roosevelt's tattoos that look really slick. I don't have any tattoos, but and his work looks amazing. He's got a whole Instagram page with some really amazing work. So if you need a tattoo and you're in the New York area, definitely go down to Cliff's Tattoo and check out John Peter Calcanes. Dude, thank you so much for that. And I'm definitely gonna come out to you for my first tattoo. And we're gonna have a blast on the cruise. And just want to say thank you so much, buddy, because that was epic.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, those look awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't wait to see the full ensemble.
yes, exactly. Yeah, I'm going out tonight, so that's I'm wearing I'm wearing the Neon Nightmare, and I'm
Oh,
going to
nice,
the
nice.
sneakers that match because, like, of course, like, so it's gonna be nice, and so just really thankful to John for that, and we're gonna have a great time together.
Hey, John, I want to shout out Kevin Wilcox, who is an awesome insider, very friendly fellow that I got to meet at MegaCon and got to talk about all kinds of fun things. I guess that maybe he used to live out in the Bay Area, so he's also a fellow Giants fan. Kevin's also got a really great channel called Disney Kind of Life, where he goes around Disney Epcot, shows off all of the fun things that are happening there. And as somebody who grew up in Orlando and hasn't been able to go back to Disney as much, it's really nice to have and be able to sort of live vicariously through the videos that he's creating. So super shout out to Kevin for making that great content. Really appreciate it. And can't wait to see you at the next Insiders event.
Awesome, perfect. I love that. Yeah, Kevin makes some great stuff. So definitely shout out to him. That's awesome. All right, are you ready for your shirt pick of the week?
I am. What do you got?
So, with it being WrestleMania weekend, I figured we do a wrestling shirt. At least I'm going to do a wrestling shirt. I'm going to go with the Scott Hall, the tribute shirt. I think that's a really nice shirt, especially for WrestleMania weekend, for everybody who grew up watching him.
Yeah. Well, in the same vein, I am going to go with the SummerSlam 89, which is actually a Hacksaw Jim Duggan shirt. It's a ridiculous shirt. I don't know if you remember Hacksaw Jim Duggan, but
I do.
He was a guy who'd walk around with a 2x4 and he would say, "Ho!" and then he would proceed to break the 2x4 over people's heads. Just a really fun character. But SummerSlam 89 brought back a lot of fun memories of that goofy, weird guy. A lot of fun there. So yeah, I hope everyone's enjoying WrestleMania. And by the time you hear this, all the events will be over. We'll know if Cody Rhodes finished the story. I think the story's done no matter how the match turns out. But
I agree.
But we'll be watching one way or the other.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, well, I think that's going to do it for our 5th episode, John. We are working hard to bring our duration down just a little bit. Hopefully, those of you who gave us feedback on the length of the show appreciate our efforts to bring it down just a little bit. We still got to talk about and have fun covering all the shirts that we wanted.
Definitely.
And we got to talk about earthquakes and all kinds of other for D23. We got lots of fun ahead of us. If you've got any feedback, please drop us a line, wearablefandom@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. How can we make this podcast better? And John, our next episode, we just might have our first special guest. Who that guest is shall remain an entire mystery. Maybe we'll do what the Roosevelts does and just sort of drop some hints about who the person might be.
Oh.
But I think folks will really enjoy that episode, and I
think people will be pleased.
So until next time, dare mighty things. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.